Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. Got some good games here for you guys upcoming. Name of the game here. Teams are shooting for the playoffs. Got a couple call-ups after trade day, namely this man, Mackenzie Worth here from Wisconsin. This is his Major League debut, GGBL debut. Let's get it right. Top of the first, Brady Dunn, the guy that I hate. You guys know this by now. My Richmond good boys, we can't stand this guy. We got to get him off the team. I'm just kidding. He's not too bad. He's hitting 277. We've acquired this man hitting third, Vic Flutie. He's going to have an opportunity here after Scott Gonzalez, the number 2 hole hitter, is going to get on with a double. So 1-out double here against the rookie. Let's see what Vic Flutie can do here. From Michigan, the Mallards, trade piece, trade acquisition. He's going to swing and a miss, and that will be Mackenzie Worth's first GGBL strikeout in his professional career. Connor Altman, the number 4 hitter, going to ground out here, and Worth makes a really nice running play. And that's it for the first inning. So on the other side, we've got Alexei Shevchuk, currently sitting at 7-9 with a 4.4 ERA. About a 1.38 whip to his credit. He's going to need a lot of defensive help because he does put the ball in play. He's got a lot of runners on base, given the whip. And right off the get-go, we've got Chris Addison getting a nice throw to Rob Cortez. Rob Cortez. Get it? He robbed Rob Cortez, trying to rob us of a stolen base. Yeah. I'm stretching at this point. Chris Addison going to strike out here. Darius Wilson also going to strike out. And Mackenzie Worth is dealing, guys, in his GGBL debut. We must not have a lot of book on him is what the issue is. But Aiden Oliver, the number 5 hole hitter in the bottom of the second inning, going to hit a solo shot here against Shevchuk. And that one puts Wisconsin up on top. Only 94 miles an hour on the exit velo, so not a hard-hit baseball by any means, but just enough to get out there. Marmolejo going to get on here with what looks like a single? What? He didn't stretch that thing to a double? He's got no speed over there, it seems like. Well, you must respect his speed a little bit. Throwing out the pitch out, and he was just absolutely gunned down. Like, it wasn't even close. I don't know if, like, Rosenberg had the hit-and-run call on that he missed, because in a 3-1 pitch, he'll end up walking, so that doesn't pan out. We would have runners on first and second had we not attempted the stolen base. And then Brady Dunn comes up with a base hit. Rosenberg's going to round second, going to round third. He scores, and Brady Dunn with the RBI double, number 22 of the season for Mr. Brady Dunn. I got to take back all the bad things that I said about him, guys. He's actually playing pretty darn good. But, oh my, no. I bring them back. I bring back all the bad things I said about this guy. What's he doing? He already showed us that he's got a good arm. That's Souza Barbosa at catcher. I mean, it wasn't even close again, man. Just what are we doing on the base paths right now? Shevchuk able to calm it down just a little bit. We got 2 down here, striking out Aiden Oliver, and then a little ground ball from Finnegan, player that was acquired from Colorado at the trade day. He's going to ground out here to Gonzalez, so he's through 4. Let's go top 5. 1-2 pitch here. Mackenzie Worth going to strike out Rosenberg, and that inning is over too. So he's out-dueling Shevchuk at this point, I would say. Got a lot more strikeouts. He's looked a little bit more dominant than Alexei, but I take it back just a little bit here. Bottom 5, back-to-back strikeouts here. 3-1 pitch, ground ball here. Shortstop D. Wilson makes the play. Made it close, but the play was made, and now both pitchers kind of back to even, I would say. So let's go to the 6th inning here. Worth against Dunn. Swing and a miss. That's number 7, I believe, there for Mackenzie Worth. 7 strikeouts today against the Richmond offense. 1-2 pitch here, and there is number 8 on Vic Flutie. He is hitless today in his Good Boys debut. Hoyt Gale, we're going to turn to the bullpen here. He's 1-4 in the regular season. Decent pitcher in gameplay. Good strikeout pitcher. Got back-to-back strikeouts here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Matt Justice, big-time hitter here, going to draw a walk. Very, very close pitch to take, but he does take it, and he draws the walk here. But ground ball here from Avante Duckworth to Darius Wilson. Makes the nice flip over there at second to Gonzalez, and the inning is over. So Herb Duarte coming on with a 5.11 ERA. So we should be able to hit this guy. But curveball going to get our boy Connor Altman to swing and a miss. Chris Addison going to take this slider inside for a strike 3 called. 1-2 pitch here, and another strikeout. It's unbelievable, man. The Wisconsin Maples pitching staff has destroyed us today. It hasn't been a good showing for the Good Boys offense. Base hit here to lead off the 7th. Finnegan going to draw a walk. So Gale had a really clean 6th inning. 7th inning's a little bit different. Souza Barbosa, the catcher, draws a walk. 2-2 pitch here. That will be right over the head of Darius Wilson into the gap, but cut off by Reyes. Is going to throw this thing back into third, but the damage has been done, guys. It is a 2-run single by Dallas Blitz, and the Maples will take the lead. So we will make a pitching change here. Tom Kim, good ERA, good strikeouts to walks, but take a look at the average for right-handers and left-handers. Above 260 for both of these things. He's going to need a very, very quick inning, and we're going to get Feliz here for the 2nd out. That's a fly out to center field. Great throw by Rosenberg to get that thing back in, but Roger Cortez, not Rob Cortez. So the joke that I made earlier doesn't even apply. It's Roger Cortez. He flies out to Marmolejo, making a really nice running catch, and we're going to jump here to the top of the 8th, trying to get something going offensively. Here's Rosenberg going to take a nasty slider. I mean, that thing starts at your hip and it breaks in at your hands. High and inside, it's a very, very tough thing to handle. Dunn's going to ground out here to Finnegan, and that's it for our inning here in the 8th inning. So bottom 8th, we are able to shut the Maples offense down. We're going to jump here to the top of the 9th as Pacheco is going to strike out Gonzalez. He's going to take that thing looking, and then Vic Flutie, who's 0 for today, is going to continue to be hitless in his Good Boys debut. He's grounding out to third baseman. And next batter up, 1-2. We are down to our last strike, down to our last out. Connor Altman, out. Made a good effort there down the baseline, trying to run, give us a hard 90, but it just wasn't enough. Matt Justice bobbled it, Pacheco was there, and the rest is history. So Maples will get a much-needed victory here, trying to chase a couple teams in the AL Central. They are currently up on us 1-0 here in the series. The Good Boys were just trying to hang on to 2nd place at this point in the NL East. Now the Blue Sox, the Philadelphia Flight, those are the other 2 teams that are vying and jockeying for position in the NL East. In the AL Central, you got the Breeze, you got the Cardinals. So it's going to be a tough road to hoe for all teams involved here. This is why this episode means so much, because we're going to get through August in the next episode, guys. So that'll conclude the month of August. Then we'll get into September gameplay. And then before you know it, we're in the postseason. Pretty crazy, huh? So here's your update for the next game. We've got the Monarchs against the Heat. Monarchs are 2 games back from the wild card spot. The Heat are currently in the wild card spot if the season had ended today. And you can see in this series, the offense has been hitting pretty well. The pitching, not too bad. 7 earned runs against them in, I think, 2 games in this 3-game set. It's a big game. Big game for both squads here. Nashville, KC. Here we go. Got a good pitching matchup here with Jack Melton on the mound for Kansas City. And then on the other side, we've got Ed Triola, who's 8-6 with a 1.45 whip. Got a lot of walks to his credit. I don't really like that. So 86 strikeouts, 50 walks. So Kansas City looking to do some damage. They can get on base. They can get some traffic going here against Triola. So new call-up here, Tito Fuentes, hitting .333 since being called up to the GGBL club, and right off the bat, literally and figuratively, he's going to get a single. Continues that hot streak that he's on here. Wallace Hayes going to swing and a miss here, but Tito Fuentes. He's got a U in his last name, Fuentes, Tito. Tito Fuentes going to get a stolen base, and then Wallace Hayes going to get hit here. So it worked out. It worked out. He would have been moved over to the second anyway had he just gotten hit. So Triola, again, I said it. He gives up a lot of base runners. He has a lot of traffic on the base path, guys. So Mikey Porter's going to walk. Lamont St. Aud comes up, flies this out here to left field. That's going to be a nice throw made out there by William Murphy. Next batter is Hans Brolo, sending a deep drive out there to left, but Murphy camping underneath that one, make the catch with the bases juice. So they do get out of a little bit of a jam there. Melton in the next inning is also in a little bit of a jam. Runners on first and second, gets out of it with a strikeout. 2-2 pitch here. Triola looking for that ground ball double play. He's going to get it. That is Letier back to DEG, over to first, and the inning is over. So Triola, again, with base runners on, in a little bit of trouble here. Melton going to strike out Bill Stevens. Next batter up, Walker Letier, handing out free firewood. I think he should probably save it, given how Jack Melton's pitching today. If they don't make the postseason, it might be a very, very cold fall, right? It might need some firewood there. So base hit here, Daniel Lederman. Going to get on in the third inning. Triola gives up another base hit. And that was a rocket shot right back up the middle. So here's Tito Fuentes again. Already had a hit earlier in the game. He's going to get credited with another one, as Walker Letier cannot make the play. A little good attempt, but even so, if he had got up, pulled a little David Wright action, I still don't think that he would have got him thrown out at first base. But here's a base knock right past Tanaka, the right fielder. I think he didn't really get a good read on it. Gets all the way to the wall, and that's going to score Tito Fuentes. So a 2-run double. Should say it scored Daniel Lederman as well. So 2-0, Kansas City. St. Aud comes up, does the job, and that's why he's so valuable. That's why Michigan felt like they would get something back, something good back for that type of player. Really good addition there for Kansas City. Now this ball, hot shot, out there to right field. David Tanaka, solo homer, got out there pretty quick, guys. 105 on the exit velo. Villalobos gives him a high five. So this little short round guy, man, little stocky dude. Those guys always seem to come through. He's basically outfield Jose Altuve for this team. He's got a lot of home runs for this team, this Nashville Heat Club. So they do get at least one run up on the board. They're going to turn it over to Johnny Wilson, one of our call-ups here after the trade day. So they needed to fill out that pitching depth just a little bit. Pretty good pitcher down in the minor leagues. Fastball can hit up to 95, 96. That one was 94. But here's a deep drive by Wallace Hayes. Just going to get a little bit foul. 2.5 feet outside of the pole. Gotta be careful with a good hitter here, Johnny. He's going to walk Wallace Hayes. One down here in the bottom of the fifth. What's the deal? What do we got here? Mikey Porter, ground ball. Another double play. Rolled and twisted for Nashville. Good defense up the middle. So let's jump here to the bottom of the sixth inning. St. Aud's going to walk. So Johnny Wilson again looking for another double play ball. Is he going to get it? Well, Hans Brolo is going to lift this one. Fly ball deep out there to center field. That's Bill Stevens with the catch. And St. Aud will have to hold. 3-2 pitch here to Prado. Ozzie Prado, the catcher, by the way, guys. Remember, Kansas City was in the running to acquire one of those top catchers at the trade deadline, but they could not get it done. And looky what we got cooking here. Another ground ball double play. Man, Nashville can turn it. And Johnny Wilson can roll it. It's his third double play, second double play. Great job, great job. So Letier is going to ground out here. Great play by Ricky Herring in the top of the 8th inning. So Kansas City just trying to hold on to this lead. Here's Herring, another opportunity, another chance. Going to throw out Tanaka. And 2-1 pitch here to Villalobos. That's a deep drive out to center field, and Hayes will camp underneath that, make the catch. And Nashville's next inning goes by the wayside. They can't get any runs across, guys. So let's go bottom 8 here. We got Mac Hicks facing the bottom to middle to bottom of the order here for Kansas City. You got St. Aud with a strikeout. You got Hans Brolo with a base hit right past first baseman, right down the line, all the way into foul territory to the wall. Tanaka going to throw this thing back in, but it totally whiffs on the cutoff man. And that's going to allow Brolo to get into second. He's not the fastest guy out there. Honestly, he's really slow. That probably would have just been a single. That's how slow that he is. But here's a base hit. Look how slow he is. But somehow able to sneak that hand in there. Get the safe call. It is 5-1, Kansas City. For most people, guys, that's going to score you pretty easily. But for Hans Brolo, I mean, the guy was chugging. Okay, the guy was chugging around there. But in a 4-1 game, it's like, why not? You got 3 outs left to get. Let's try it. It might come to pass like it was a good decision to go, because Kansas City, they tried to get Ojeda out there, try to get him some work, but they're going to turn here to Suarez. to get the final out of the game. And DEG sends a fly ball out there deep to right, and that will do it. So Nashville, they threatened just a little bit, but they couldn't quite get the clutch hit. And Kansas City Monarchs will pick up a nice W here against their NL Central rivals. So tough one. Tough one for Nashville. They were shooting for the sweep, but Kansas City said, nope, not today. We got to pick up another game on you guys, and they did. So they are now a game back from the wild card. Still a lot of GGBL season left to play, but every win at this point matters. So take a look at the offense there for Nashville. Not a lot going on, right? Tanaka had the home runs. Stevens had a stolen base. DEG was caught stealing, but not a lot of guys with multiple hits in the game. Not a lot of run production. They had some runners on base, but couldn't quite clutch up and get it done. Jack Melton, 6 Ks today, a couple walks, able to shut him down. Had a couple moments in that game where it could have gotten a little dicey, a little hairy, a little sticky, but he got it done. Pitching matchup today, we got Bo Pena getting called up from AAA for New Orleans, and then the veteran, Boyd Rush, 13-7 this year, 54 walks. He's a very good pitcher. Houston, main reason why they're a very good team this season, but Luigi Mazza, currently in the NL MVP voting discussion, along with guys like Janil Rivera. 24 home runs this season now, after that solo moonshot that he just hit. Let's go to the next inning here. Bottom 2, and then Andrew Doby, the home run derby participant, who was an all-star, but he didn't find himself onto the all-star roster. So if you guys saw that stream, just a little glitch inside the game, but he's an all-star in our hearts, guys. 23rd home run on the season. We'll tie this baby up 1-1. Let's go bottom 3rd here. Bo Pena's still out there, still pitching pretty decently, holding the Houston Copperheads offense to 1 run so far, but Denzo Good able to knock another base hit there for the Copperheads. They're back in business here. Let's go to Dylan Sterling. 2-run shot. They're starting to get to the rookie now. After a couple innings, they're starting to feel him out a little bit. They're like, okay, this is what this guy's got. All right, we got it now. 107 for the 7th home run for Dylan Sterling. Now a 3-1 game as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Let's go back to Houston's half of the inning. That's a base knock here for Richmond. We're back in business, guys. Bottom 4, 1 down. They'll end up getting another out here. So 2 down. Bobby Gardner comes up. Line drive to right. Magana trying to dive and make a play for his rookie pitcher to get out of this little mini jam. And he's going to misplay it. It's going to get all the way to the wall. Gardner rolls in with an RBI double, guys. So 4-1. We're going to jump now to Seidel's appearance. Yeah, this guy was a former starting pitcher for the Swing. Moved to the bullpen after a couple trades. And I think it's the right move because he had over an 8 ERA halfway through the season, guys. And he gives up a lot of base runners. And he can't limit the running game. Boyd Frank's able to get a stolen base here. They will get Valenzuela out, so the batter that was up when the stolen base occurred. And then Gardner will draw a walk. So next batter up, Cosmo Mitre with 2 down, traffic on the base path. That'll be a big hit. Big hit. Possibly the dagger. Possibly the big blow here. 5-1 game after Mitre gets on with a RBI double. 5-1 game. Here's Clayton Hall, the top hitter for New Orleans. That baby's gone. I would probably have made a little bit more of an attempt out there in left field. I'm not going to lie. I mean, those fences are really, really short, and the ball was not hit that hard. You guys saw the exit velo, 89 miles an hour. So fences are short, players are tall. Try to make more of an attempt, man. I think he could have got it. So 5-2 game here, 2 down, and Pat Kiesler's going to strike out, and that's the end of it. So New Orleans offense only could muster up 2 solo home runs, 1 from Clayton Hall, 1 from Luigi Mazza, and that was it. Houston's pitching staff shut these guys down. Offense came to play. Houston's the real deal. They're legitimate. I hope that they make it pretty far inside the postseason, guys. I hope they actually win the division, though, too, because, again, we do have some competition. We got the Heat, we got the Monarchs, we got the Copperheads. Very tough division there in the NL Central for sure. But Pena was decent. We're gonna look at his numbers here. Just 1 second. But Karan had 2 stolen bases as well. 6 strikeouts, no walks, 7 hits. I would say even the ERA at 7.2, like for a rookie, having your first start ever against a team like this, that's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. I'm going to give him a pat on the back. I think that that was a good start. Good exposure. Good experience there for your first ever game in professional baseball. But what is that? Come on, man. Who taught you how to throw? Who is that out there? Who is that? Is that a former GGBL player that Tommy John surgery or something? Like, what was that? What is that attempt? Come on, man. I know the game was just trying to be fun. You gotta have a little pizzazz in there, right? Speaking of pizzazz, you got New York against the Bandits. Pretty cool uniform design here, right? Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about the Bandits' all-red uniforms. Let's get into the matchup here. We got Frankie Freeman against Bendito Ramriez, one of the top home run hitters for the Pizzazz. He's going to swing and a miss here. Frankie Freeman, kind of that off-speed type of guy. I don't know if we've seen him in gameplay for the Bandits quite yet, but he's got that old-school delivery. He's going to be throwing those arms and legs and elbows at you, right? He's not going to blow anything by you, so he's really going to have to rely on movement and break of his pitches to try to throw you off. Let's get to the next inning here. Top two, Percy Burnside with already a runner on base. That is Fields. We'll pop up here to left field. That's Patrick Willie trying to make a dive. Not going to make the catch, but we've got Fields running from first to third, and he's a big-looking dude. Like, there's no way that he was going to get there. So Patrick Willie dives for the catch, can't make the catch, then throws, he gets an out anyway at third base. Crazy, crazy. So the Bandits strand a couple runners right there in that inning. We'll go here to the bottom of the second inning and take a look at Cleet Braxton and then look at the stretch at first base. Like, a lot of times what ends up happening is that on these really great defensive plays, the first baseman always seems to get left out of the equation. Don't leave him out of this equation. That's a great play on both ends, shortstop and first base. So 3-2 pitch here. Strikeout for Cameron Moyer, one of the top hitting catchers in the league, and was traded away from Atlanta. He's kind of an old veteran type of player. Definitely needed to get rid of him. They got some young up-and-coming guys that they needed to get some playing time. And New York obliged. They're like, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that player away from you. We need it. We need some offense on this team for a playoff push. But the strikeout there, DeMarcus King with the ground out. Next batter up, we got Lauren Duncan, the right fielder, going to swing and miss at a nasty-looking curveball. So Freeman gets another K. Here's a double play ball possibility. We got McNeil grounding out, and that'll do it. So again, good defense by the Bandits. Let's go top four. You got Huerta still in the mound. Casillas going to pop it up to shortstop. So yet again, the Bandits kind of struggling offensively. New York trying to break out of their slump here in this game. Bottom four, Bird with a runner in motion already. It's a little hit. It's better up. We got Lauren Duncan, the right fielder, going to swing and miss at a nasty-looking curveball. So Freeman gets another K. Beautiful. So if you're a New York fan, you love that. Lauren Duncan, base knocked back up the middle. So bottom five, starting to get some things going here. DeMarcus King runs from first to third on the play. We're already in the next inning. So that was bottom four with the Bird RBI. So bottom five, a little fly ball there to right field and no tag up. It's a little shallow right there. Bendito Ramriez has a chance here to deliver. Deep fly ball. Makes the catch. Let's go top six. Huerta, 95th pitch upcoming. That will be a single right in front of Bendito Ramriez, and Braxton gets on with a base hit. It's going to move the runner here over to third. Double play situation. I think that's the right call. You got to get a different arm. Got to get a different look here. One pitch can turn the entire game around, right? It's a 1-1 game. You got to keep this thing tied. Gallegos can get it done, but he's up against Matt Campos, who's a very good hitter. He raked down to the AAA level, man. Top 50 player. Can't give him a good pitch to hit. He sends this one right into left field. Hot shot right past shortstop, and that's going to tie the game up. Grayson Fields comes up, another right-handed hitter. So you got to wonder, like, what was the manager thinking here, guys? What was the manager thinking? You got a lefty going up against two right-handed hitters. Now the bases are juiced. And Campos and Fields, that back-to-back, they're no slouches, man. Then another right-handed hitter, Rocco Casilla, flies out here to center field, and Bendito, decent arm out there in center field, but that's not really his game. It's more contact, good hitter, fast, able to just get the ball in, but that's going to score the leading run now, guys. San Antonio's up 2-1. They're going to hit Burnside in the foot, and I mean, these right-handed hitters back to back to back to back, like, you got to throw another righty out there. Fortunately, though, New York will get out of it after a line drive hit out there to left field, so Willie will make the catch, and now he's back up to bat here, and he's going to strike out. So he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Rosado with that three-quarters, like, sidearm looking delivery. That's tough, man. That's really tough, especially when the guy's going to hit the strike zone inside and high like that. That's tough. But we got New York's sidearm pitcher, so they didn't like it. They're like, fine, we'll throw our sidearm guy at you. Base knock here for Clifford Durham. He's going for 2. He slides in safely after the throw went off wide from left field. Base knock here for Alfonso. So, hey, our third baseman that was acquired from Miami, coming up huge with a clutch base hit. It's now 3-1. Here's Ricky Piper. Oh, no. This is disaster. This is disaster. Lauren Duncan was trying to make the play, trying to cut this thing off, but instead it gets all the way to the wall, and Piper rolls in with a triple. It is now 4-1 in the top of the 7th, and Benito Montes has to come out here. He's already got 77 innings this year. That's a lot for a reliever, man. It's a lot. He's going to strike out Braxton. Next batter up, the switch hitting Matt Campos. He's going to strike him out. So he's doing a job here, guys. Doing a job. Grayson Fields comes up. Deep fly ball. Left field. Willie giving chase. Can't make the catch. That would have been huge if he could have done it, but he couldn't do it. Couldn't haul it in. Couldn't take the right route to it. Piper's going to score from third, and we're going to jump here to the bottom of the 9th as Terry Goff tied for first with Darryl Vargas with 32 saves. Left fielder Willie going to strike out. That's the first out of the inning. Next batter up, Cameron Moyer. Ground ball here to Alfonso. We've changed his throwing motion. Throwing hand as a right-hander, not a left-hander. And then the final out of the game, DeMarcus King will fly out here to right fielder Clifford Durham, and the game is over. Now, you guys saw that New York got another run here, probably in the 7th or the 8th inning. I would think it was the 8th inning. We'll take a look at the box score and see exactly what happened, but the Pizzazz could only get 3 hits today. 2 runs on 3 hits. And there's their one extra run that they got that I did not show in gameplay. So they brought it back just a little bit, but 5-1 game, get it to 5-2, and your final 3 outs of the game, probably not going to win it, right? Freeman shut him down. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. Was a little shaky there early, but kind of settled it down late. And then as far as the offense goes there for the Pizzazz, they literally just didn't do anything. Lauren Duncan had 2 hits out of the team's total 3, and Huerta, no strikeouts today. With as many pitches as he threw, he was up to 95 before he exited. You would think that some strikeouts were had, but that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. It was not a very dominant performance by their best pitcher, Andres Huerta. As far as an overall is concerned, he's their best pitcher. Reagan Landish is probably the more talented one, but yeah, you need a little bit of extra something from your ace pitcher. You just need a little bit of more juice. You need more juice from that guy. So guys, next time I see you here will be Sunday night as we premiere the last 3 games of this week of GGBL action. We'll do some simulation to get through the month of August. I'll cover some September call-ups as well in that video. And then before you know it, we're going to get into the postseason. But guys, next games up on tap for the next video will be Chicago against Columbus, Carolina against Philadelphia, and San Francisco against Las Vegas. So those will be the 3 games that we watch together in the next episode. Again, guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one on Sunday night. As always, thanks so much for watching, and peace.